everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. So, I just finished up a live tarot reading on Foodie Beauty and Salah. And while I was live doing my reading, my one of my favorite tarot readers on YouTube, Neo Tarot, posted a reading on Foodie. And boy, was it a doozy. I just watched the reading, and Neo, you were on fire, girl. You were on fire today. It was just whew. Spirit was coming through. It was coming through the door saying, I am here and I've got things to say. It was a fantastic reading. Absolutely fantastic reading. It was full of information. You were on fire. The readings were on fire. The cards were on fire. It just, everything was fire. It was just fire all the way around. And it sounds like things are about to pop off. So, in the reading that I did on Foodie and Salah, I kept seeing a lot of different things. They just kept coming up over and over. I kept seeing the number 3. The number 3 seems to be very significant for some reason. Like, I just kept pulling cards with the number 3. Like 3 of something, 3 people, 3 of this, 3 of that. The number 3 seems to be prominent, very, very prominent. And then I just watched your reading, Neo. Same situation. The number 3 keeps popping up. Also, the infinity symbol kept popping up as well in my readings. Like for the strength card, you have the maiden, and she's got the infinity symbol above her head. The 2 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite Tarot, you see that symbol with the 2 pentacles being juggled back and forth. It just kept popping up everywhere. And I'm like, well, what is with that? What's with this infinity symbol that just keeps showing up? And then I was watching your reading, Neo, and then I got a message from Spirit. And the message from Spirit that I got, this was the download. This is what was coming through. That the circle of life is a circle. It's a round circle. But it's a flowing circle. It's round because it's meant to flow that way. It's shaped that way to flow that way. What Chantal has been doing is trying to bend the circle. Like she's bent the circle almost in half, because she's a forcer. She is someone that she forces people and things to her will to suit her needs and her wants. Like she's not flowing with the rhythm of life. She's not flowing with life. She's not respectful of the natural flow and ebb of things. She tries to control the flow and ebb of things. She tries to bend things to her will. Hence the infinity symbol. The infinity symbol is essentially a circle that's been bent. It's been bent almost in half and folded over. Of her trying to do that and tired of her not listening, and is saying, you know what? Since you're not going to listen, since you're someone that you insist on taking the hard road, I guess we're going to have to take the hard road. I guess we got to do it the hard way. We don't have to, and you don't have to. But this is the choice that you're making. So if you want to be going down the hard road, and if you want this to be as difficult as possible, okay, I guess it has to be this way. Because either you're going to learn or you're not going to learn. But if you don't learn, you're making it a lot harder on yourself. So I want to go over Neo's fantastic reading that she just did. I am not going to post this reading until tomorrow because Neo just posted her reading, and just, like being respectful of the fact that she just posted her video up. I'm going to just hold on to it until tomorrow. I just wanted to do my react while I'm still in my reader brain And then I'll post it tomorrow when I get up. And I hope you guys enjoy. So, y'all ready? Because trust me, this reading is a doozy from start to finish. It is a doozy. Like, hang on to your hat. Hang on to your hat, y'all. It's a lot. Woo! Neo, I'm telling you, like, spirit was coming through. It was coming right through. It's tired of messing around with her. It's tired. It's so tired of her nonsense. But I hope you guys enjoy this. And if you do, please look down below, right there in the description. I'm going to leave a link for Neo's original video in the description so you can find her. You can find the video. You can find all of her content. She does wonderful videos on Foodie, Salah, different celebrities, singers, actors, actresses, even interesting places. And she also does private readings for those who would like a private reading. So, and I recommend that because she's very gifted and she's very on point. So, why don't we get you started with this reading from Neo Tarot, and you guys can enjoy it with me, and I can give my opinions and thoughts and feelings on all this. And just, I'm still blown away by your reading, Neo. My jaw's on the floor. You blew me away today. All right, let's get started, y'all. Let's do this.
Spirit, Karmic. There she is, right behind you the whole damn time, right in the shadows. Just wait. Darn complex. I'm done with work. Can we meet up? I'll see you in court. So there's a lot of things that she's hiding and or again keeping secret when it comes to him. Rigged games. How does Jay-Z currently feel about Beyonce?
And I love the fact that you did a nice long reading this time, Neo, maybe because Spirit had a lot to say. A lot to say about this whole situation. I don't blame Spirit. There's a lot to be said. But during this reading, Spirit was like, pull out this deck, this deck, this deck, and this deck. And by the way, Neo, I'm loving all the new decks. Where did you get them? I must go shopping. Despite the fact I got tons of tarot decks, you got some really pretty decks, Neo. I'm loving them. I don't even know what they are or where you got them, but they're pretty. Anyway, let's go.
Ashe to the ancestors, ashe to the universe. Bind, gag, and cease the mission of the enemy. Those who wish to do harm mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's just get right into it. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so real quick. I feel like the last time I spoke with you guys in regards to her energy, because one of the subbies came through and said, come on. So here I am. You know, if you call me, I'm coming. Hey, Rose.
Hey, girl. How you doing? And before we get deep into this, can I make a request for a reading that if you want to do it, I would love to hear your insight. So you kept picking up the energy of 3 in this reading. And for the longest, I've been picking up the energy of, like, there are secrets. There are lots of secrets going on all sides with everybody involved. Would it be possible for you to do a reading on Foodie and Natter, her ex Natter? Because I don't think she's let him go. I think they're still very much in communication. I think that she's been sending him money, that she watches him, that he watches her, that they're talking. So at the same time, she's got her business deal going on with Salah. Like, she's still very much involved with Natter. Would love to hear your thoughts on it, because I don't think the two of them are done. I think that they're still very much involved with each other. They're not romantically involved, but they're not completely letting go either. So if that is a reading that perhaps you can do, or you will do, or you want to do, I would love to hear your insight on that. But how you doing? Hey Neo, how you doing? What's up, girl? I'm ready. I'm ready to watch you set fire to this whole thing. Do it.
Um, she lashing out is an understatement. She's about to lose her shit if she hasn't lost it already. Excuse my French. I'm talking about complete and pure meltdown. Spirit is saying hysteria. I am saying a full-on adult tantrum. And this is about some information that needs to come out. It must come out. It has to come out. Spirit is intervening. This is going to affect the heart chakra. Anytime I read on her, I it automatically makes me feel like issues of the heart. Now, I'm starting to get like really intricate details about cardiovascular health, clogged arteries, and
I'm sorry to stop you, Neo. I apologize. I'm just getting something off that card. What are you telling me, Spirit? Spirit is telling me right now that Chantal is holding things in, like she's holding words in her mouth. Like I'm feeling like there's being things held in the belly and things held in the mouth. Like there are things that she is not saying. And she is swallowing her anger, swallowing her emotions. She's pushing down a lot of things, Neo. She's pushing them down. Like there's this picture of the frog. To me, is significant because you've got the swollen belly, you've got the swollen mouth. I feel like Spirit is telling me like she is just like the swollen cheeks of the frog. It's like this to me. I just get this image of somebody like holding their tongue, holding the words they want to say, the thoughts they want to say that normally come out of their mouth, holding it in their mouth, just like zipping their lip, and then holding the fight, like holding that anger inside the belly, like just pushing everything down. And to me, the picture of the frog, it looks like the frog is about ready to explode. Like there's just so much repression of things. There's so much like holding stuff in, that the frog to me looks like it's ready to explode. Like it can't hold things in much longer. But let me just go back and restart over again because let's see. I didn't want to step over you. Sorry.
she's about to lose her shit if she hasn't lost it already. Excuse my French. I'm talking about complete and pure meltdown. Spirit is saying hysteria. I am saying a full-on adult tantrum. And this is about some information that needs to come out. It must come out. It has to come out. Spirit is intervening. This is going to affect the heart chakra. Anytime I read on her, it automatically makes me feel like issues of the heart. Now, I'm starting to get like really intricate details about cardiovascular health, clogged arteries, and something even pertaining to the liver and the kidneys. Okay. Also, something in regards to her hips, hip joint pain, leg pain, etc. Okay, but Spirit is acknowledging that this is affecting the heart chakra. It is going to be communicated upon that the heart is dealing with delays, disorder, disarray, issues, complications is what Spirit is saying. And this is being communicated upon. This is coming through some form, or Spirit wants me to say vessel, form of honesty. This is going to affect her money. This is going to affect how she receives information. The left side of the body is also having some issue with the hand.
Neo, you don't watch Foodie Beauty, and I do. And you're not a reactor. You're not even a viewer of Girl World, which is what Chantal is a part of. She's what we react to. She is having a great deal of health issues, and those health issues are getting progressively worse. She's been trying to cover them up, although all the covering up, it's not working anymore. She's got something going on with her face. People have noticed that one eye is bulging more so than the other, and they've commented on it. Also, one side of her face is very much more swollen and pronounced than the other. This could point to a serious health issue, yet she doesn't want to go get it treated. She doesn't want to go get it looked at. She has had issues with her back, her hips, her legs, her feet. Uh, she's got heart problems. She's got a heart murmur. She also has an enlarged heart. She has non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, uh, blood, high blood pressure, high blood sugar. Her diabetes is out of control because she won't stop eating sugar and salt. Uh, she's had blood clots in her lungs. Every single one of her vital organs has been in trouble for years. And she just keeps putting her foot on the gas pedal with eating more and more and more food. And she's gaining more and more weight. And you can just tell by looking at her, she is not well. And yet she won't stop. She absolutely will not stop. But just seeing the different signs of her declining health is quite scary.
Left hand, Spirit is acknowledging this. This is a shared of some form of revelation, surprise news, text, and a phone call. Spirit is also acknowledging that this has to do with so again, this is some type of announcement, some type of expression. So both cards are acknowledging some form of communication that is going to affect the crown chakra, how one thinks, the third eye chakra, how one thinks, how one perceives, how one taps into intuitive energy, intuitive ability, foresight, intuition, expression, and revealing. This has to do with anger management. Like I said, I'm talking about mass hysteria, like mass losing your, if I could get you to understand the energy that losing your shit is an understatement. She about to do it. She's about to, the kids, the new term the kids say, crash out. What else do you want to share? Okay.
Something that just hit me, Neo. So, like I just saw in that one card that there was a symbol of the snake. And then later on during this reading, there's a symbol of another snake on another card. And then you have the Ouroboros symbol, like the infinity symbol. It just seems like there's a continuous symbol of snakes, the infinity symbol. It just keeps popping up. They just keep popping up.
Spirit said that this has to do with the two peas in a pod. You need to make a choice. You need to make call a truce. You need to make a decision. But this is a contract. This is karmic. There's debt here. This is mirroring. You're supposed to learn a lesson and move on. And every time you choose not to, only creates a more intense storm that is going to come towards you. Like you're going to be engulfed in this storm because you won't do it. And you want Spirit to do it. So Spirit said, okay, here I come. And then what? What are you going to do after that? Because once Spirit get a hold of it, it's a wrap. Okay. And this is water sign energy and or it could be emotional. Higher intuitively, you shouldn't be doing this, but you're choosing to do so anyway because that's your choice. We all have choices in this life. Good choices equal good karma, bad choices equal bad karma. But your choices to be with this said person, and Spirit has always told me there's more than one. You play games with a couple folk, not my business. Okay. Now,
you know what's going on, Neo? At least what I think is going on. I think she is a greedy woman. She's very gluttonous. She always has been. And part of her problem is that she's all about that. I not just want to have my cake and eat it too, but I want the ice cream next to the cake and the cupcakes next to that. She wants everything. And she just can't accept the idea or the word no. And she wants it all. And she wants it now. She wants Salah and she also wants Nader. And part of her problem is neither man is supposed to be with her. They are not beneficial to her. But she's insisting on hanging on to both men. And how is she doing that? By having to work triple time to make money for herself and the both of them. Like she's supporting two useless men. She just doesn't want to cut them loose. So she's having to do all the work to support herself and 2 other people. That's why she's getting tired. At least part of the reason why she's tired is that she's making money for herself. She's got a problem with food. She has to make sure that her food addiction is satisfied. She's got to give money to Salah to keep him satisfied. And then she's also got to send money to Natter. Like my cards keep saying, she's sending money to him. She's talking to him. She is sending him all kinds of money. Been doing that for a while. I don't know if Salah knows about it, but it's been going on. So to keep both men around, to keep them both interested, she's got to keep coming up with the money, which means she's got to do all she can to make that money so that neither one will cut off communication with her. The easiest thing to do would be to just let them both go, but she's not going to do that because she doesn't want to lose either man in her life.
Not my problem. Yeah, see, Spirit says it's time for you to have truthful communication. It's a come to Jesus moment with truthful communication affecting the throat chakra and the solar plexus energy. Truthful communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. But you like the validation. You like catching lightning bugs. You like having this sense of validation and or platform. But you're lazing like a loaf on a log. You're tired. You're exhausted. Your physical body is drained. Okay, your physical body is acknowledging false start, no response, and disinterest. And this card has a layered energy. It also makes me feel like pregnancy. Thank you, Spirit. And I picked up on that before. Sending you love and light. You know, at the end of the day, you do what you want to do because it is your life. But just know that when your life affects others, that you will be affected too. Like, when you alter the path of someone else, you will get affected. Spirit is acknowledging spirit guidance and co-creation. Your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and to help you evolve into your authentic self, acknowledging you're not your true self. You're not who you were designed to be. You're not moving in love and light. You're not on your path of righteousness, okay, of greatness. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. Now, Spirit is asking, like, someone whom you are playing this game with is quite spiritual, and they feel rather perplexed that he would play along with this, knowing that his spiritual awareness and his ear is more in tune with divinity. And so the question is being asked to me, why is he playing games with spirit, knowing that he has a more intense understanding to cause and effect of doing that? I don't know, Spirit. Are we talking about Salah? I don't know. I don't know why Salah is playing this game with Spirit. Spirit is acknowledging not just with her, but with his own soul, because the contract is not just physical. The contract that you two have gone into has an effect on spirit, the spirit that dwells within you. You. Okay? So, it's the energy on Salah, current energy. Yeah. Spirit said he needs to be quiet. He needs to focus. He needs to not tell his left hand what his right hand is doing. It makes me feel like there's a master plan when it comes to him as well. But there's silence, discretion, contemplation, equanimity, consideration, and privacy. Spirit said
I'm getting a message from Spirit right now, Neo. For Salah. Here's the message. The message is for Salah. Spirit is saying about Salah to Salah. Salah, Chantal's path is not your path. Her world is not your world. You've walked in her world and you don't belong there, just as she has walked in your world and she doesn't belong there. You tried to integrate yourself into her world, and all it's done is brought you trouble. That is a sign that you do not belong there, and you need to step all the way out. You've attached yourself to Chantal's world for the sake of what you perceive to be a better life. You are hoping for a better life. You're hoping for an easy path to getting the things that you want. But all that you've done by stepping into a world by stepping onto somebody else's path is get off your path and get further away from what you want and what's meant to be with you. So, Salah, you need to understand that you are somewhere where you do not belong. You do not fit into Chantal's equation, just as she does not fit into yours. And that's why the two of you need to separate. Like, just they're two puzzle pieces that will never fit together. You may work together, but you'll never fit together. And you're toxic with one another. You're toxic to each other. And you're stopping each other from being on the path and evolving and being productive and being creative and going for the things in life that are really meant for the two of you. This thing between you and Chantal needs to end, and it needs to end now. The ugliness and the toxicity has gone on long enough. And either you're going to let it go or a spirit's going to make you let go, but it's going to happen. It's just a matter of how much time are you going to waste holding on to something that does not work. Salah, you've been so busy looking towards the foodie ship, looking for that ship to come in and make you rich and make you wealthy and bring you the good life, that your back has been turned on your own ship, which is just behind you, that's getting ready to sail away. It's sitting in the port. It's right there behind you, but you're so busy looking at Foodie's ship, looking for a way to make it profitable and to make things happen for you, that your ship is directly behind you, and all you got to do is get on it and sail away. And eventually you'll have the life that you want if you work hard enough. The lesson learned here is don't jump on somebody else's ship. Don't be a part of somebody else's life or their life path where you don't belong. Recognize where you do belong and go there. That's the message.
Know that this puts a bad taste in your mouth because he has a deeper connection to divine energy than she does, and they don't understand. It's like they just keep saying, why? I don't know personally, and nor do I want to know. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Okay. Not my business, not my problem, but it puts a bad taste in his mouth. He needs to get grounded, but he stays. And so now Spirit is acknowledging this cognizant dissonance, this cognitive inability, disability. It always comes back to that for me, like it's issues within the mind. Okay. And again, we get this pregnant belly. This could be a manifestation and or a pregnancy. Puts a bad taste in his mouth, but he's here for abundance. He's here for some form of belief and support, growth, warmth, beginnings, and in your prime. He's here because of some sense of fertility. Okay. Gaining something, being open to something, having access to something, belly full with something. Do you understand what I'm saying?
This is just my opinion. I think Salah wants to let go, but he's greedy. And he wants to let go, but he's motivated by money. And he might be afraid that the moment he hops off the foodie train, the moment that he's gone away from the train station, that's when the train will become profitable. Like he's afraid of missing out. Well, Salah, that wasn't your train anyway. It did not belong to you. It doesn't have your name on it. So you might as well just get on your own train. Stop waiting for Chantal's train to come rolling in, filled with money. It's not your money. It doesn't belong to you. It has nothing to do with you. You're not helping her make money. Go find your own train. If you're waiting around for Chantal's train to become profitable, it's not going to happen. So all you're doing now is wasting time.
Okay. Anything else in regards to Salah? Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging that Salah has a big heart, and that it's filled with passion, friendship, devotion. Okay. And it's a double-edged sword. It's like, could you really be that slow? Could you really be that dumb? Bless your heart. Are you really going to allow this to alter your path? Because Spirit next card says to return to your sense of peace, return to your sense of source, return to your sense of strength. Empower your family tree, your people. Stay connected. Reunion and foundation, because you're going to come up just a little too short. Thank you, Spirit, in the area of love. And this is going to affect the heart chakra. Heart is being stepped on, and it affects the throat chakra. Okay, the flower is wilted here. Wilted, thank you, Spirit. Wilted flower, wilted love. Love is lost. Being too big for your britches. Spirit said no pun on big. Arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty, modesty is needed. That's a mouthful.
Mm.
That's a mouthful.
Mhm.
Spirit wants me to say a name, and I'm not quite sure. This S name, I don't know who that is. I don't even know. When it comes to Salah and Foodie Beauty, so the name that the Spirit wants me to say, I'm not knowing. I don't know who this is. This is an S.
Can we go back for a minute, though? I'm sorry, Neo. My apologies. This spread right here, I keep getting a sense of like that card. How's your mom and them? And the bless your heart card. I keep feeling like the tree represents the family, and the branches are those within the family that are trying to reach out to him, but they're not able to reach him. Like he could reach out to them, but he's not. But they're trying to reach out to him, and they can't. They're cut off from contact for some reason.
Arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty, modesty is needed. That's a mouthful.
I'm getting another message. Can we go back for a minute? Sorry. The tree reaching out to the heart, and the heart represents Salah. Spirit keeps telling me that with the branches reaching out to the balloon, the heart, that in order for the tree, the family, to reach Salah, the balloon has to pop. Like all the nonsense going on, the overinflated ego, the overinflated sense of self, this fantasy life that he's trying to pursue, like existing in the foodie beauty bubble, it's going to have to pop. Because once he comes in contact with the branches, the balloon is going to pop. Does that make sense? Like that's just the picture I get in my mind. That he's a balloon that's drifted too far away from the family tree. But in order for him to connect to the family tree, to connect to his family, the balloon's got to pop. He's got to come back down to earth. He's got to reconnect to them and reconnect to himself. But that overinflated sense of self and this wanting of this jet-setting fantasy life, he's going to have to just reconcile himself to the fact that that's not his life. That's not who he is. He will never have that life. He's just got to get grounded. He's got to come back down to earth and reconnect with the family and friends that he's let go of for the sake of foodie beauty. Like he's been all up in the air, floating around with his ideas, with his dreams, with his fantasies. Like he's got to come back down and reconnect to what's on the ground and get centered. But in order to reconnect with the tree, which is right there in the center, and I think that's significant too, the fact that the tree is dead center of that spread. Because, like family keeps you centered. The family is the heart of everything. In order to reconnect to that center, the balloon's got to pop. You just got to let go of the ego. You got to let go of the selfish sense of self. It's just got to happen.
The flower is wilted here. Wilted, thank you, spirit. Wilted flower, wilted love. Love is lost. Being too big for your britches. Spirit said no pun on big. Arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty, modesty is needed. That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, so that's it, Salah. If you want to reconnect with your family, you've got to get your head out of the clouds, dude. Let go of this fantasy life. Let go of being part of a world and being around a person that is not meant for you, not good for you. You're walking in her world, and the sand underneath your feet is burning your toes because you're not supposed to be there. That's somebody else's ground that you're walking on. You don't belong on that property. You just don't belong there. It's time to realize that. She's not supposed to be part of your world. You're not supposed to be part of hers. All the pain and all the suffering, it's spirit trying to tell you both that. Like you guys don't belong together. Like this is a very toxic situation. You got to let it go.
Spirit wants me to say a name, and I'm not quite sure. This S name, I don't know who that is. I don't even know. When it comes to Salah and Foodie Beauty, so the name that Spirit wants me to say, I'm not knowing. I don't know who this is. This is an S name. This is an S name. I'm in connection to Salah. I do not know, and it does feel like female energy. Okay, so we get loneliness in reverse when it comes to Foodie and Salah. I need to take control of my life and this journey step. I'm not ready to commit to anything else until I find myself. Interesting. And then we get digital detox. We keep repeating the same patterns with our phones, and it never ends well. When will we learn to limit our screen time and be more present? I'm asking for the energy of their relationship. Happy ending is in reverse. When I am with you, I feel complete. I feel as if I won the biggest prize of all, but now everything feels like a lie. I thought you were my perfect, but reality hit hard. And Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck, okay? No exit is in reverse. Okay, no exit. So Spirit is acknowledging we keep replaying the same story, over and over again, and it never ends well. When will we finally learn to break the cycle? When? 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 Spirit said, you better know. Let me tell you something else Spirit said. This is a thing. Sometimes people want to see karmic justice, and sometimes you'll hear it with some stuff right now that she's not allowing the visible eye to see, but just know she is dealing with karma. Okay, just know she is dealing with karma. Spirit said, just know she is dealing with it.
Yeah, a lot of people in girl world, they want to see the knockout punch. They want karma to come in the form of something big, something dramatic. They want to see a knockout punch. They want something huge. Well, sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes karma works a little slow. Sometimes it works very subtle, very quiet. Sometimes it's silent, but it works. You know, people may picture karma as something that comes walking in the room wearing 16-inch heels and just larger than life presence. When the truth of the matter is, sometimes karma shows up at the party and you don't even know she's there. She takes a seat at the table, gets a glass of champagne, and just sits on her phone, doing her thing quietly. You don't know she's around, but she's around. And as someone that I watched Foodie for years, I've known for quite a while that karma has been at the party for a long time. Because different things around Foodie have been happening. You know, like her empire is being slowly dismantled stone by stone. I've seen karma at work. I'm recognizing her work. The fact that the money is going down, that the interest in her is going down. Her health is declining. Like she is emotionally, mentally, physically depleted, even spiritually depleted. Like all of this is a result of the energy that she's put out into the universe, the things that she's chosen to do, the things that she's chosen to say, the fact that she's lived her life in such a way that she's all about hurting people. She's all about taking from people, not giving. She's not a giver, she's a taker. And in life, there has to be a balance. If you take, you must also give. If you want something, you should be willing to give up something in return. And she's never been a giver. Her way of giving has always been selfish. Oh, I'm going to give you something, but you better give me something back. She wants a reward just because she gave something. Like very, very selfish souled, selfish hearted, selfish minded. And all of that is coming back to bite her in the butt. Yes, it is. So, because of her lack of giving, she's now reaping what she sowed. She planted toxic seeds, and now she's having to reap a bitter harvest.
Okay. Karmic justice is real.
Sure is.
Beauty.
Okay, before you flip that card over, Neo, the Oracle card. When I was looking at it, when you first put that down, the Oracle card came in reversed. And I know you're about to flip it right side up, but I think it coming in upside down is a bit significant. Because instead of the spiritual self being activated and knowing, there's a sense of blocking out the knowing. Like I'm seeing it as like instead of the intuitive self being activated, like your third eye being activated, the third eye being shut down. You're blocking that higher self, blocking the spiritual self, just shutting it down. I'm getting a picture in my head right now of somebody with their fingers in their ears going la 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 la, and that's Chantal. She blocks the higher self so she can live completely in her primal lower self. Like she's all about the primal sense of self, like just almost animalistic, all about the impulses and the wants and the needs, and not listening to the higher self at all. Like she cuts off the higher self, I think, because the higher self would be that voice of reason and be the logic and be like the counterbalance to the impulses and the needs and the wants and desires and urges, and be that voice in her ear saying, do you really think you should do that? Do you really think you should say that? She doesn't want any inner dialogue or arguments going against what she wants immediately. So she cuts that part of herself off. She shuts it down. She locks the door and she doesn't want to answer it. But I think the Oracle card coming in upside down, it's instead of the eye being opened, it's the eye being closed. But that's just my thoughts on it.
I feel like this is the all-seeing eye to put things in alignment. When I say just know karma is real, then we get the oracle with the eye. I see the rainbow making me feel like universe is trying to put things in alignment when it comes to Foodie Beauty. You already know. Stop second and third guessing your intuition. Yeah, you already know. She already knows what's getting ready to pop off.
Mm-hmm. I think she knows, but I think also with the Oracle card being upside down, she has an idea, but she's blocking it. She's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Like I keep hearing that. I don't want to know. Shh. I keep seeing that, Neil, like her just, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I know I'm sick, but I don't want to know how sick I am. I know I'm unhealthy, but I don't know. I don't want to know how unhealthy I am. I don't want to know about anything. Just don't know. Like she is just, no, 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 no. That's her. She doesn't want to know the truth of things. She doesn't want to acknowledge the truth of things, even the truth about herself. She's always running and hiding and escaping from truth every chance she gets. So the all-seeing eye, I keep seeing the picture in my mind of the eye is shut. Like I keep seeing a picture of the eye with an eyelid over the eye so that the eye can't see. She purposely makes herself blind so she doesn't have to see. She doesn't want to acknowledge what spirit wants to show her. It wants to teach her. It wants to guide her. She doesn't want to see, because I think the truth of everything going on around her, if she really opened her eyes, all of them, the truth of what she's done, the truth of how her health is, how her life is, the truth of the hurt that she's caused other people, like it would be overwhelming. For her to acknowledge all of that and more would be too much. That's why she blocks it out. She knows that she's done horrible things. She knows that she's said horrible things, that she's committed a lot of wrongs and wrongdoing. And she doesn't want to face any of it because the amount of things that she's guilty of is so enormous. She's afraid of paying the bill. She's afraid of the consequences of all of those wrongs and wrongdoing catching up to her. You know, she was writing all kinds of checks, but she don't want her ass to cash them. So she's running so she doesn't have to pay the bill. She's dining and dashing, girl. Yes, she is. She's spiritually dining and dashing, thinking she can get away with it. Santal, you can run out the door, but Spirit's still going to catch you. You can run down the block. You can run into the next state. Spirit's still going to catch you. You can't run forever. Spirit will catch up with you. Best thing you can do, stop causing all the hurt. Stop being so stupid. You know, stop running your credit into the red. Start doing things to kind of fix that.
Foodie Beauty, here we go. Something's getting ready to happen fast, okay? In the area of business and also in the area of passion. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be very energetic, passionate, fire energy. And this is the moon card. Whatever you're trying to suppress is coming to the surface. Whatever you're running from, the lights are clicking on. The lights are coming up. Where are you going? It's like Spirit saying, where are you going? Whatever you do in the dark is coming to the light. Whatever you're trying to suppress is coming to the surface.
That's another card that kept coming up in my readings. And those that were part of my tarot live, you know this. Like the moon card kept coming up. And the moon card can mean secrets, deception. There's secrets in that house. I think Salah has secrets. I think she has secrets. I think there's secrets all the way around. There are things that she's not telling Salah. There are things that Salah's not telling her. They are hiding things from each other. It's just a big old mess.
Could be a water sign and or could just be emotional. This could include responsibilities, struggle, a loss of focus, and major challenges. But when it comes to, okay, that's the name. Who is Saran? Saran. Saran. Like, I don't even speak that language. What? Wait a minute. Who is this? I have to ask for Salah. And Spirit said Sarat. Okay, first of all, I've been on a hunt lately. Like, hey, thank you, Spirit. The name Saran, what does it mean? The name. Okay, so the origin of Saran. Meaning by people in positions of power and authority. Okay. Saran. The origin is Indian subcontinent. Saran. Symbolizes the concept finding solid shelter. It also means princess in Hebrew. Interesting. So I'm just going to do a reading. It's an S name, Saran. Interesting. So Salah and this female energy, both been busy. Somebody's getting stuff done. Why is the 9th? 16th is also significant. Somebody is really busy on the 9th and the 16th. Saran and Salah. Nervous around this person. Scorpio energy. Are we in Scorpio season? Water sign energy and or emotional. There's this energy if I was wrong. Huh. What was you wrong about? Y'all be on and off. She's acknowledging she saved him. And he can't function. Okay. Now, I could be completely wrong about this name, but it's so strong.
The funny thing is, Neil, when I did my reading, I picked up the energy that there is a woman in the picture, and he is missing her. Like, he's crying over her. He's missing her. Like, he is stressed out because he can't be around her. So it's funny they're picking up this energy too, like this third party with him. Maybe this woman, she's getting tired of waiting around for him to end this thing with Foodie. Like, she's tired of just being there and being there and being there, and if she's waiting for this thing between him and Foodie to end, she's like, look, I can't wait forever. Can't wait forever.
It's an S name. Foodie Beauty. Saran. Foodie Beauty 28. Movement in reverse. Do you feel as if you're walking in circles, seemingly not getting anywhere? Consider the spiral that travels up and around. 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. Even backward movement helps you progress and reach your goal. You may need to revisit some of the places where you forgot to look for treasure. Places. Interesting. Another message is this: lessons need repeating for those who refuse or are unable to learn them the first time. Consider this another invitation to mastery, because you're going to do it again and again.
Yep.
And again.
Yep.
And again.
Yep.
Spirit said punishment in itself. Foodie Beauty. Current energy. We do get the waning moon or waning moon. It's time to banish all evil. That's what the card says.
Ooh.
It said it's time to banish all evil. Damn. Okay. Foodie Beauty. There is something very common within your body. What is
I
that
think
word?
the word you were looking for, Neo, is circulatory system. There, I said it all in one word. It's a big, like, that's a word you use for Scrabble. Circulatory system. Is that the word you were looking for, Mama?
Within your something starts with C, or whatever, something happening within her system. The spirit said it's very something's toxic. You have something flowing in your body that's very toxic. Be careful. 11 is significant. It's mirroring one and one are mirroring each other, causing you to look inward. Causing you to take accountability. Walk carefully right now. This should go without saying, but stay away from anything illegal. You may be even wrongly accused. You feel mistreated. Old drama may be brought to the forefront. If you are found guilty,
Wow.
Child, Foodie Beauty, current energy.
Sounds like she's about to go through a F around and find out moment. Like sounds like everything's coming to a head.
Oh. I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. Why is that snake? Spirit said, Foodie. Spirit got me pulling all kind of decks out. Temperance, you need balance. You need to find some sense of source, some sense of life. You need to get stable. You need to be searching for the deeper meaning in life. Spirit said that you need to remain hopeful, subconsciously that you need to go through some form of rebirth, renewal, that you need to return to source, that you need to return to right path. Clear vision and on the right path are in reverse. Ashe. All right. That's what Spirit needed me to hurry up and say real quick. And I need to do this.
Neo, do you notice what I do? That throughout this reading, there's been the continuous symbols of circles, or like the infinity symbol in one form or another. I keep seeing it.
Yeah. Because that energy is weird. Dambala and We Do. This card, Dambala We Do, hangs in the air from a crossroads created by the branches of the sacred tree. He hangs serenely in perfect balance. There is no tendency toward movement. Second time we hear movement in any direction. The force of this card can move in a helpful or hurtful direction, but only after a perch. The primary attribute of this card is attention pressed into action. The egg that falls from Dambala's perch represents the potential for this action. Something is getting ready to happen. It says, the great energy call to do good or ill. Baby. I mean, all the cards just keep saying it's getting something getting ready to take pop off.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. And she's going to have a reaction that is going to. She's holding her head in front of this computer. Learn from your experience. Old ways are no longer working, but she keeps going right full steam ahead, doing the same thing and the same pattern of things because she feels like this is aligned with her ideas. And in the middle of the day, time that he feels, even Spirit has sweet satisfaction. So I'm to the point now where I feel like even falling flat on her face is satisfaction for her. I don't know why. It's like, oh, that didn't hurt.
Yeah, she's more like, I meant to do that. That's her style. She can fall flat on her face and you go, I meant to do that. You see, I meant to do that. Like she'll play it off like I meant to do that.
Yep. Spirit said you have unfinished business. There's loose ends. And you're going to feel behind behavior. She'll be, not mine. Heart chakra, because her heart chakra is filled with pride and ego. She feels incarcerated and or is about to be.
Ooh, y'all listen to that. About to be incarcerated, locked up, about to be always in and out.
always in and out. This could be figurative or literal, in the mind or physically, the body being locked up. It's because she's hooked on something. And Spirit said, you know what? I'm not going to say that. That's where her mind really is on that situation. Being hooked and curious about others, being hooked on how people are curious about her. Okay.
She's got an addiction for attention. Chantal's got a problem with food, but alongside her problem with food, she's got a problem with attention. She needs attention all the time. And she literally freaks out when she doesn't get attention. And she's been doing the most trying to get attention on her channel, because the less attention she gets, the less money she makes. So she's just been trying to do the most to get attention, and old ways don't work anymore. And she's not smart enough to figure out, I need to find out something new to get attention. I got to flip the script. I got to do something different. I got to change the scenery. I got to be around different people. Nope. She's arrogant, and she thinks she can do the same thing over and over and it will be profitable, and it's not.
Spirit said there is proof, evidence.
Ooh.
Something is getting ready to happen. It's going to cause her to be her up all in her business, because it is going to be exposed, very outward, loud, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying whatever. That's her business.
Better watch it, Chantal. Whatever you're doing, you better be careful. Or, you know what? Don't be careful, because this is girl world. Don't be careful.
Foodie beauty. Spirit said infinity. Aren't we in the year of 18?
And this is the part when I was looking at the infinity symbol, and I just kept getting struck, Neo, with how an infinity symbol, all it is a bent circle. It's a circle bent almost in half. And I'm seeing another picture, like the infinity symbol. Not only is it a circle, like almost like twisted over itself, but you could almost fold the two halves together. So there's a feeling of bending and twisting. Circle of life is just, it's a circle that goes around and around, but it goes around and flows around naturally. It has its own movement, but the movement is natural. And Chantal, she likes to bend things to her will, to do her bidding. And so she's been going against the flow, going against the ebb of life, of the spiritual. Like she says, I don't like the circle. I want to twist it and bend it to what I want it to be. And that's where she's been running into problems. Because it's supposed to be a circle, not a figure eight. You know, it's a circle for a reason. Because you just, you flow in a complete circle. You start out in one place and then you come back around and then go back around and then go back around. You don't do this. Yeah, that's the incorrect path. So Spirit is tired of her messing around with the flow of things, the natural order of things. And she's going to have to learn that the circle is, Spirit is trying to straighten out the crazy eight and make it into a circle again and restore the natural order.
And then cosmic shift may be upon you. world, you better pay attention. Holy Spirit said, pull the card back out, and let's ask why. Why is she going to be deeply connected to the spiritual world? Feeling like Spirit's trying to put her into connection. The deep connection feels like it's a problem. In the area of business and also in the area of passion, it's a bugaboo energy. This is coming because of arguments and putting someone in their place, and or you're being put in your place. This is an investigation. So you're going to be trying their investigation. There's something that you know that you don't want them to know. And the Spirit said, already know the tea. You already know the tea. This has something to do with being money hungry and doing anything for money. I don't know what you've been doing. Arguing. Foodie, beauty, current energy. Arguing in the midst of everything. Oh, so did she have 100K? I don't even know how many people she got. I don't know what she be doing, y'all. But this relationship makes her feel like she got 100K followers. I don't know. Child. So this is interesting. I see 1, 2, 3, and then third one, you can't see her face, you just see the back of her. Stress, truth, source, accept, nature, purposeful, fun. She's been outside, fun, higher self, positivity, energy, positivity, clarity, gold, reality. And Spirit said, pick that deck back up, and then look on the bottom of the deck. Spirit said on the bottom of the deck, so subconsciously, 23, she feels like a role model, representation, a model, a feature, figure, philosophy, structure, fame, beauty, marketing, foodie, beauty. Okay, I see that. Marketing, advertising, fashion industry, generation, influence, reputation, message. So she feels like this has gotten her this 100K.
I'm looking at the sunlight card, Neo, and I'm just struck by something. So you've got the model with the long hair and the big butt. The model is looking at the woman like, who are you? And the guy is looking at the other woman in front of him. He's not looking at the girl next to him, but the woman that's standing in front, her face is hidden. So if there is a third party around Salah, like she's staying in the shadows, but it looks like Foodie knows she's there. And Salah's attention is on the woman, not on Foodie.
Self-acceptance, mindset. And in the middle of the deck, Spirit said, does this have something to do with her soul tribe? Why I keep seeing 3? Look how she holding this camera with him. He got the bunny ears around up under her head, above her head. But look how his hand is secretly all around. There's alliances, family coming together, friends.
And I think that the man putting the bunny ears above the woman's head, that's significant. If that's who I think it is, it makes sense. If that is Natter and Dee Dee, that would make sense. Because Natter is not into Chantal the way she wants him to be. He's all a bit about like, I'll take stuff from you, Chantal, but at the same time, I'll be making fun of you behind your back. And the woman next to him might be Dee Dee, where she's just all up into Natter. So like there could be like a 3-person situation here. You know, Chantal here in front of the camera, Natter behind Chantal, like just acting like he's there next to her, but he's actually making fun of her. And then there's Dee Dee.
Celebration, bonds, like-mindedness, community, integration, tribe, group, connection, building center, home, culture, nation, gang, kindred spirit. Child. It look like you got something going on here. Something funny. 3's a crowd. That's your business. If you like it, I love it. Okay? I love that for you. If you like it. Message for Foodie beauty current energy. You may be disappointed with a recent outcome. Remember, if one to your true soul's path, doors are closing and she needs to accept the things she cannot change. Not my business. I don't want to tussle. I don't want to fight. Foodie beauty current energy when it comes to Salah. Okay. Knight of Wands, adventurous. Thank you, Spirit. Fearless, rebellious, sexy. This is how she sees him. Brave, a risk taker, and charming. She also sees Seven of Wands for himself. Fight back. Assertive. And then in the middle of the deck, leaving even though he doesn't want to, going to calmer waters. Escaping. Running away from crazy people.
Ooh.
What's next for Foodie?
Wow. So those of you that were watching my tarot reading earlier, I kept seeing like that swords card. I thought it would be Foodie leaving. It might actually be Salah. Like something's gonna happen, y'all. I'm feeling it. That something is gonna happen, and either him or her is gonna just take off. I never thought it would be Salah, but it might be him. It might be him.
That's it. Accomplishment. The end. Something is ending, so something else can begin. This reading is...
What an amazing reading, Neo. Absolutely awesome. You were on fire. Spirit was on fire. It was coming through with all those messages. Really amazing. And what's sad is it would take Salah running away to a different place to get away from Chantal, because she's not going to let go on her own. Like I'm just getting on a boat or something and getting away from her, because she is not going to just go quietly, you know. Maybe that might be what's going to cause her to freak out, is for to wake up one day and he's not there. But we will see. In the meantime, amazing reading. Really loved it. So I hope you guys loved it. And y'all, check out Neo Tarot on her channel. Look down below in the description. You can find her channel link, and you can follow it back to the video and also to her entire channel and check out all of her content. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react tonight, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.